What's up, traders? Welcome back. Before we get started, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Complete risk disclaimer here. Trade at your own risk. My name's Hotshot, but hey, man, if you're watching this video and you come trade with us Monday through Friday, 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for New York session, those of you that have been showing up, I know I slack. I'm sorry, but I always show up, know what I'm saying? Anyways, I go live right here on this YouTube channel. If you come join us, hey y'all, you're a hot shot in my book, ladies and gentlemen. And by definition, a hot shot is someone who is impressively successful, aggressive, and talented at something. There's a lot of hot shots that come to these live streams, man. I'm telling you. Discord link in the description below. Go join. Today, I'm going to be recapping a couple of trades that we took today. We took 2 trades live right here on this YouTube channel. We streamed it. We took 2 trades and we took 2 dubs. I'm not saying it's been all sunshine and rainbows. To recap, this is our My Forex Funds $5,000 challenge. We're in phase 2. We are up just a little under 2% on the account. This is our profit for today, what we caught, okay? Like I said, it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, though. We've been coming off of a losing streak, 1%, 2%, taking a little bit of losses, right? And then even over here, right, we're taking some losses, loss, right? We had some wins, we had some good wins, and then we just kind of fell back under, right? We were close. We were like so close. We were 2% away from getting funded. And then we started taking some losses. Last week was a terrible week, and we understood why. We made some rules for it so we can prevent those losses in the future. Now, going into today, yesterday we caught a break even, and then we caught 1.5%. And then today we caught this 2.33%. So now it brought us up on the account. So, it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, but we are back, over break even, which is a good thing. And since all these trading firms took away time, days that you need to pass this, we're good. We're sitting cherry dairy right now. So I just want to recap what we caught today. Now, GBPUSD, it was a nice setup. I'm going to delete everything except for the entries right there, so that way I don't lose the entries. But to begin, I'm going to start breaking it down from, higher time frame, right? So higher time frame, if we go based off of the monthly, I like the optimal trade entry. I'm an optimal trade entry trader. I apply Fibonacci to everything. I think it's solid. I like to apply my fibs to the most current 3 candle wick swing high to the 3 candle wick swing low. If it gets ran out, I reframe it to the very next most recent 3 candle wick swing high. So right now the monthly is in this retracement phase and it's retracing bullishly, right? Monthly. Weekly is still agreeing with that, upside, because right here it was coming down, market structure shifted here, retraced into this candle here. The order block began moving up. Once it moved up, took out these highs here, retraced, expanded, didn't break the high, gave a turtle soup, took out the low, then it expanded, took out the highs here, then it retraced right here. Once it retraced, it expanded, took out the highs here, then it retraced, and now it's in an expansion, right? So like if I was applying Fibonacci to this, I would go from here to here, right? It didn't come down to equilibrium for me, right? So in this situation, new 3 candle wick swing low was created to 3 candle wick swing high. So I would just drag it up, boom, boom, 3 candle wick swing high right there off of this green candle. I always go with the most recent 3 candle wick swing low to 3 candle wick swing high, okay? Now, we know that this is a weekly range right here. It's in a bullish range right now, right? So if we go to the daily, you can see that the daily agrees with this. The daily expanded through this high. Of course, we've seen it on the weekly. This is the expansion right here. Where's the most recent 3 candle wick swing high? It's going to be right here. If we go and look for the most recent 3 candle wick swing low, it's going to be right here, right? So then we go from here to here, and this is our daily range. And you can see that it traded down into our optimal trade entry 705 level, and now it's beginning to expand. It created a 3 candle wick swing low right here, and it took out the previous day's high. So now today we anticipated it taking out the previous day's high already, and continuing the expansion up. So now we're trading in an expansion. So now our obvious bias based off the daily is bullish, and we're going to be targeting the previous day's highs. So that being said, we go ahead and we annotate the previous day's high, right? We will drop to the 5-minute time frame. Now, looking at the 5-minute, you can see the previous day's high is annotated right here. If we drop a line on our midnight level, midnight to midnight, it's going to be so this is Tuesday's candle, and this is a high of the candle, right? And you can see that price came down, and as 8:30 opened, again, we go live at 8:15. Okay. I'm sorry I slack, y'all. Hot shot be tired sometimes. Got to get that extra beauty sleep. But I'm always going to show up, and I'm always going to be here, okay? I always go live every day. It's a habit now. Now, 8:30. So it opens right here, right? Whenever it opened, this is where price was trading at. Boom. It was using the previous day's high as support. And as ICT has said in, his optimal trade entry pattern recognition series videos, this happens. So we seen this, and I framed my fib off of the 15-minute. I seen the previous 3 candle wick swing low prior to 8:30 to high that ran out these highs here. This one got violated. So whenever it gets violated, all I simply do is I reframe it. So I had my framework right here, right? Now, I experienced a little bit of FOMO here whenever price, opened at 8:30. It was trading right here on this black candle, and it was starting to like move up. And I was like, oh no, it's going to take off. So then this first entry, I didn't place it off the green line, but I placed it off of the 50 level. And so whenever I placed it, it ended up coming down to the green line and it started playing. And I was like, all right, whatever. So then it ended up expanding. Once it expanded, price expanded up, created a fair value gap. Once this candle closed, then this candle came in to fill it up. Once that candle came in to fill it up, on the 5-minute, I realized, I was like, look at what it's doing. It's just giving the 5-minute OTE, right? We framed it from here to here. And I was super confident in the trade setup, right? So that is exactly why I took the second setup. So I risked 1% here, and I risked 0.5% right here, right? And price was shooting up from here. Price moved up along. And I have a rule that I don't like to hold during news, but I was so confident in this setup. I was really confident. News opened right here, and news just shot up for us. It was really awesome. And so once news began shooting up, this candle opened up right here, and it was getting so close to take profit, and I was up over 2%, and I was just like cherry. I was like, you know what? That's it. That's all I want. You know what? I'm calling it a day. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm done. And then I exited out of those positions, and those were these wins right here. Boom, boom. Okay. So you can see why I took them. Obviously, our bias was bullish. The previous day's high got ran through though, and it used it as support, which is something we can utilize. Now, it had, a lot of upside to it, and that's why I took these buys. Now, that's what happened here. It was an awesome setup. That's why I held through news. I'm glad I closed because, obviously it melted right after. It was crazy. Anyways, yesterday for AUDUSD, I also want to recap it. So yesterday, if we kind of, it's a mess. I know. The charts do get a little messy whenever I apply all the fibs. But, all right, so what happened with this one is if we look here, weekly market structure shifted here, created the fair value gap, price tapped into it, began moving up, retraced, expanded, took out the highs there, right? And it took out the highs here ultimately. Okay, so where I would have had the weekly framed would have been from here to here. Now again, it got ran out. And while it got ran out, this one also got ran out. So now I got to reframe it and place it logically. So logically placing it, I'm going to place it off at this 3 candle wick swing low right here, right? So right here, weekly is in this bullish expansion, in my opinion, right? And if we drop to the daily, you can see that the daily took out liquidity here, took out these lows, market structure shifted here, just took off, and then took out these highs here, break a structure. Now, if I'm looking for 3 candle wick swing low, where is it? It's going to be down here. So if I'm framing this from here up to the 3 candle wick swing high, which is going to be here, you can see that daily retraced into 6-2 level, began expanding away, and then price came down. And if we frame another Fibonacci within this bigger Fibonacci, you can see that this retracement here tapped into our 6-0 level, which is where we like to look for entry. And then it created the swing wick low and it began expanding. So now AUDUSD for me is in an expansion phase, and we want to be targeting the previous day's high, right? So if we're looking at yesterday's candle, we're going to be targeting Monday's candle, right? So if we go down to the 5-minute, let's go look at what happened. So this black is the, the Monday's high right here. You can see it right there. Boom, boom. Now, this was how 8:30 came for Tuesday. So 8:30 opened. We were trading above the previous day's high already, and then price, we had the price come, and then it retraced into this fair value gap, right? And we had our Fibonacci marked up like this, from this low up to this high. Of course, if it doesn't make a swing low, then we drag it up to the next high, which is going to be right here, right? So we had it like this. It tapped our green line. This was our entry. This was our stop. We took this trade and it was going up to take profit, right? We were this close. I'm not joking, y'all. we our take profit was right here for 1 to 5.6 R, right? And it came this close and it took us all the way back down and it took us to break even. That was this trade right here. Sucked. It was a bummer. After that, all it did was it just swiped out liquidity right there. And I had a feeling that it was gonna fly because based off the 1 hour, it was, it was within this big OTE as well. No, was it the 1 hour? I think it was a 15-minute. It was a 15-minute, I believe. No, it was a 1 hour. No, it was a 15-minute. I can't remember which one it was, but I had a good feeling because I had it framed. I think I had it framed like this, from this to this. Okay. I had it framed like this. Why? Because all these ran out. So where was the logical next one was right here. And it was reacting off the 705 turtle soup. And I had a feeling it was going to fly, but I didn't take that trade. You know what I mean? So I missed out on that. But USD CAD was giving us, a little bit of bullish signs yesterday, in my opinion. If we look at what the 1 hour was doing, the 1 hour swept liquidity, and then market structure shifted here, and then price retraced into the 2 down close candles, and then it took out structure here, left a fair value gap, tapped into it, and then began expanding, right? Once it began expanding based off the 1 hour, if we were looking at 8:30 yesterday, go to the 5-minute right here. It was expanding. The 1 hour was expanding, right? Whenever the 1 hour is expanding, that's whenever it's like you could start looking for some 5-minute opportunity, right? And so I had it framed like this, because right here would have been the framework to here. It got ran out, right? And this one right here was too close. See, it got ran out. This would have been the original entry. We came to this and we were looking at it after AUDUSD, and we're like, damn, this is kind of looking good. Because we reframed it, and right here wasn't really logical because it was already trading really close to it. So we're like, where is it logical? It was more logical like right around here, right? And just drug it to right there because it was still within our green. So then right here was our entry. We took entry right here on USD CAD, placed our stops right here, and this was our targets. And then we closed that USD CAD for a 1.5% win. It was really awesome. But I hope you guys can understand why I took these trades. A lot of bias there, a lot of opportunity to, make sure that it all goes smooth. Don't trade against the trend. Make sure you know what the daily is doing. Make sure you know what the 1 hour is doing. Then look for those 5-minute opportunities. I hope you guys took something from here. Again, risk disclaimer. I hope you guys liked the video. Comment if you guys want to see more like this. Go join our Discord group. Come join us in our live streams. Until next time, good luck. Stay safe. Take care. Later.